in today's society, RICO age, right? If you're a fireman, if you're a police officer, if you're a principal, if you're a guidance counselor, those are bum jobs today.
It's wild.
It sounds crazy when you say it. You only make 150. Get your
75.
bum ass out of here. You make 90 grand. Get your bum ass out of here. These are jobs that held society up since society's been around. You're a principal. How much they make? 150? 130?
You still struggle.
Get your bum ass out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Think of like firemen, police officer.
Y'all got hella fires out here.
Bro, these are not quality jobs. These are careers. They're not quality careers no more based on the financial requirements being set forth by society.
Well, if I look at it from a teacher standpoint in the education in New Jersey, New Jersey was one of the most or highest paid states when it came to education. And I do know that there was different laws that were in place where the top wealthy areas had to have an equivalent to the same amount of resources as the bottom. So they started funding the bottom schools to bridge the gap, right? So the real issue is everything else. I don't really think it's the fact that it's the jobs. I think it's the fact of the cost of living. For example, I just seen an article that said in order to have a comfortable living in like the top states, New York, New Jersey, California, you have to make with a child. You have to make $300,000 of household income.
Cool. Stay there. Tell me how many states in the United States of America where the median household income is 300 grand.
That's what I'm saying.
Zero.
Nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Nowhere.
Right?
So it was 6 states as of last year. It was 6 states where median household income could afford you median home price. Only 6. If you just took out Iranian Americans, how many of them may be here?
Right. They all live in
million,
Detroit.
if a million.
7 million.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like 1.5 million, 2 million of them. So if you got one that's mega rich, it's going to skew the number.
Or even if you
get
got
what I'm saying? Like if you took out Bezos, if you took out Warren Buffett, if you took out Gates, if you took out Ellison and the mega rich, yo, white people numbers go, shoo. Their numbers are being skewed because these niggas just got, so if you had, you make 100 and I make nothing, our average is 50. These niggas is just a different type of rich, so it's pulling all of the white weight up.
Yeah.
Wait.
You get what I'm saying? If you took the top,
we're all the same.
Bro, it said that it was some shit that said that
Is there a study? I would like to know how it's divided after you pull out the ultra wealthy.
Damn, I had it. It said that the billionaires, the white billionaires in the United States, account for all of the black wealth in the country.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Nigga, just the billionaires.
That's wild.
Then it said it was another stat that said blacks and Hispanics. Like they did another one, and if you took them and they would equal you talking about a couple hundred motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's like
make more money than every black person in the United States.
Like 100. I think it was like 140.
Wild.
That's crazy, my nigga. Like
That's wild.
that's nuts, B. So if you took those mega rich out, the numbers are skewed.
I'd love to see what the numbers are
numbers are
when you exclude them.
Yeah, the numbers are different. So we be running around here thinking that they superior, they not superior.
The mentality's been around since 2007.
We're privileged, bro.
That's exactly
right?
what it is.
So
Yeah.
we have an opportunity to think about other shit. When you living on a day-to-day hamster wheel, that shit you talking about, get out my face, my nigga. I gotta put food on the table for my kids. I gotta iron their clothes. I gotta be up at 6. Yo, dog, people are living literally, fam, where they don't get a free moment to think about nothing but what they got in front of them. So you asking them to think outside a box that they don't even know exists. Fam, niggas got 2 jobs. We just said you might have a kid at home or 2 kids at home. You got 2 jobs. Might be in a single parent household. Fam, the mom is on a fucking hamster wheel. You privileged, yo.
Alan's not thinking
You
about the
sound like a
struggle.
fucking Republican, yo. Read a book. You can get better. Pull
You have
yourself
1
up by
hour
your
a day.
bootstraps, yo, dog.
Let's just say that they're on public transportation. I'm saying that because we're in New York.
That hot ass bus.
They don't have AC on the buses?
I don't know.
Oh. You're privileged. You're privileged.
I said it. We privileged.
But I'm just saying, like, Alan, real talk, if you somebody that is on this hamster wheel, you have to think about it. When you're on that train or that bus, you sleep.
True.
You trying to get that little extra 30 minutes. Ain't nobody reading no damn book.
You about to go home to a 3-year-old that's going to drive you up a fucking wall. So that's your
time to yourself.
I think we could take a note from the Mexican culture. Honestly, I'm not even being funny.
How?
Because since I deliver to all warehouses, and most of the employees are Mexican, and that is their first job or second job. Like, they just run shifts all day. If the government would actually would respect them and ask them how they do it, or like we would take a note from how they do it, we would see what you're talking about, like how to get out of it, because they don't have those privileges that we have.
But they also coming from they have a
Different
more
mindset.
they have a reality of what life could be like
Privileged.
to compare that is not here. They know what it's like to be in a different country.
Privileges is in America,
and
opposed to
be clear. The longer they stay here, their mind state shifts.
Yeah.
Like, I've owned a construction company for 20 years. Fam, some of them niggas are spoiled as fuck now. They came over here because, again, you got to think what some of them are coming from is literally a compacted dirt floor.
Yep.
Like, they sleeping on a dirt floor. So now they come here. Some of them, I remember, like, you go in basements and niggas just got sheets hanging up, and it's a cot and a dresser. So a lot of them, they take their money every day with them because they can't leave it in the spot because the niggas steal it. Right? So they carry their whole net worth around on them at some time. But then that grows. Now they got an apartment. Now they might just be renting a whole room. Now they ain't in the basement no more. They renting a room. And that grows into an apartment. And then this and that. Bro, they start to get lazy as a fuck and entitled just like everybody. The human nature here in America is relaxation, ease of, you know what I mean? Like,
Peace, rest.
It grows onto them as well. Like,
rest be death.
That doesn't exist in India, though?
I don't know. Have you ever seen India?
No, I've seen the street.
It's coming because we building up the infrastructure. We had this conversation off top. In India
shut
now.
down. So my homie was over there like 2 months ago. There was a little I want to say little, but there was some type of like war going on within the people. They turned off the electricity button. So my homie couldn't fly out.
Even at the airport?
So if you had a ticket already, but he couldn't pull his ticket up on his phone.
Oh, wow.
You couldn't get Wi-Fi. You couldn't print out your ticket. If you already had it, like
a boarding pass that was
a
boarding pass.
You could go.
That's why I be printing my shit.
But they
I promise you, I will put it on my phone, but when I get to the airport, I want my shit printed.
They turned. Look, no, he wasn't at the airport yet.
I've had my phone die on my boarding pass, but on my
They turned. So, but I feel like India don't play that game. Like America, we want everything to be fair. At some point, they'll be like, build this shit up. That's okay. I will turn this shit off if niggas start acting crazy.
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
You know what?
That's for now.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's some bullshit that could eventually happen here because you have to think about it. We have a lot of things are not codified or written into law. It's decorum and custom, right? But we have a president now who does not abide by things that have always, even like shady niggas like Richard Nixon, you know what I mean? Or presidents that people hated. I can't even think of nobody else. Carter. But the point that I'm making is that they have always respected a level of decorum.
True.
And right now there are things happening. Come on, think about it. The highest voice and decision maker in the land since the Supreme Court's inception has been the Supreme Court of the United States of America. Right now, the Supreme Court has handed down an order.
We saw Vance and the other dude. Who Kamala picked for her. No, Kamala had picked the VP. Whoever she picked.
Doug somebody, right?
The two vice presidents, they met.
Harris Waltz.
They shook hands. They complimented each other. They had a level of respect for one another. Like the guy talked about his son was sick. And Vance was like, oh, I apologize. I didn't know your son was sick. You know, I wish. Bro, that's how men should conduct themselves. This nigga Donald Trump is something that we've never seen before. And the bad part is he woke it up in the people that already had it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, a lot of motherfuckers are innately mean, and he woke that up in them and told them it was okay.
At the end of the day,
it's gonna happen.
if any other president had behaved in the manner that he has, they would not be handling him with kid gloves.
Do you hear what Obama said?
Never.
Imagine if I came in here and said these things that he said.
Not even Obama.
No,
Clinton.
no, Obama
Bush.
just said it. Obama
No,
just said
I
it.
know,
though.
but I'm just saying, think
And
about people.
Y'all ragged on me for wearing a beige suit, my nigga.
Yeah, but I think the
This
difference
nigga
is,
said walk up and grab him in the pussy. And women still voted for the nigga.